Sometimes you're in the mood for something nice, something different, something that's not just your typical shonen battle manga, like something that's not One Piece, Naruto, and the ilks. You're looking for seinen. Today I'll give you top 5 seinens to be reading. Probably you've read a couple of them, but I'll try to throw one or two that you probably haven't heard of or haven't given it a chance. To jump right into it, I'm gonna get through the obvious ones first. The first one, can't get past Kingdom.
才を救った英雄をこれまで数多くの王を見てきたが、なるほど、この王は他とは違うぞ。
Kingdom is goated. Like, I don't know if I've said or spoken about Kingdom enough. Like, Kingdom is phenomenal. Like, to give the synopsis, it's basically a story of how the first emperor of China became the first emperor of China, how he brought up all the other smaller cities and like empires together to bring about China. We're not technically following him specifically, we're following his sword, his person that's fighting for the unification of it on the military front. The kid is Shin, who is an orphan and like gets his way through the battles and like increases in rank. It's an amazing read, amazing manga, amazing anime. The first 2 seasons of the anime is kind of sus, but if you can bear with it, it is goated. Like, nothing more needs to be said about that. Number 2, another obvious one, Vagabond. Vagabond is nothing short of spectacular. Like, the art is beautiful, and he is the guy that introduced us to Hara Sensei, the author of Kingdom. So he is top tier. He has other works, Slam Dunk, Real, and Vagabond. I haven't read Real yet, but I want to get into it soon. But Vagabond is basically the story of Miyamoto Musashi, kind of known as the world's greatest ever samurai. His story is amazing, and I don't know how close to the historical books he is, or how based on real life it is, but like, reading it, it is amazing. I want to reread it. It is phenomenal. You should definitely give this one a try. The story is great. The art is beautiful. Nothing more needs to be said about that. Just give this one a try. You will love it. And I think it has just 180 chapters or 280 chapters. Either or, it's an amazing read. The last of the known ones, Berserk. Berserk, we've done a review on Berserk. Berserk is amazing, don't get me wrong, but like, to me, Berserk is not at the level of Kingdom or Vagabond. Berserk is just outside my top 10, but it is nothing short of a phenomenal read. It is a dark fantasy, and as opposed to the other two, this one is not based in real life. Like, you see monsters, you see death, gore. It's a lot darker than the other two for sure. Like, that's without a shadow of a doubt. Like, it is dark. If you're looking for something that will make you cry at night, like dark, this is the one. Like, Berserk is amazing. Like, it follows the story of Guts, who is our main protagonist. I think in terms of MCs, very few, if any, I've seen that has the character progression that Guts has. And like, you can see his growth from the child he is. We got the flashback, the Golden Age arc. For me, that's arguably my favorite arc. I don't know about others, but for me, that's arguably my favorite arc. The way the author wrote that and like how he structured it, and we got really attached to like the characters, not just the main characters, but the side characters, the people that are just there for the vibe. We get really attached to them, and like the things that happen to the character, the things that he has done, all these things, beautiful. Like, definitely give this a try. Give it probably like about 20 chapters, 15-20 chapters, but it is a really good read. Don't even think about watching the anime for this one, because the anime is hot garbage, like garbage. On to ones that you probably haven't heard about. This is the perfect chance to take a pause. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You can comment later. You can share after the video, but like, subscribe, enjoy. Eden no Ori, Cage of Eden. The Cage of Eden is, as the name suggests, is like kind of a primordial story. Like, it's a kid in his school. They went on a trip, and the plane crashed into this jungle. And after they crashed, they started exploring like who died and everything. They started taking care of each other, and what would they find in the forest? They found prehistoric animals, like old animals, like saber-toothed tigers, mammoths, like all these kind of animals, like dinosaurs. Everything that you believe is extinct, we found them in these forests. And now the kids are wondering, like, how do these things exist? Like, where are we? They have their phone reception is dead. Like, their plane essentially doesn't have anything else. So they were initially surviving off the supplies from the plane. The plane supplies finished, so now they have to cater for themselves, protect themselves, provide for themselves. Now things are getting dicey. People are getting sus. It's a good read. Trust me, it's a good read. Like, I really enjoyed it thoroughly, and it has just about 160 chapters, I want to say, but worth it. Like, the author, his work is pretty good. I read also Sarafina from the same author. It's pretty decent. And to give the last two, one, I've probably spoken about it quite often, like quite a bit. Sunken Rock. Sunken Rock, it's amazing. The art is amazing. The art is beautiful. And I really love the in-between arcs where he tells us how he draws this, and like you can see the commitment of the author to this. Boichi was in his bag for this. And after this, he did the one with the robots. That one was also phenomenal. But yeah, I really love Sunken Rock. It's a really interesting series, especially like the beginning to the middle of it. The ending was, it kind of fell off, to be honest, but like the story itself was really good, and the art was something to be a hold of. Like, it's something to be put in cinemas, in museums. Yeah, lastly, Records of Ragnarok. Records of Ragnarok, it's a different premise. Like, it has a different theme than we're used to, a different story, like, and I really like that about it. It's something that you don't really see often in manga and anime. It's basically the story of how the gods were essentially like all the, like the Roman gods, a bunch of other gods, they were deciding to like end the human race, and the Valkyries decided to come in and they say, okay, why don't you challenge the humans? Whoever wins allows. If the gods win, the humans die. If the humans win, then the humans can continue. So we see all these mythical figures, Hercules, Poseidon, we see all these guys. Like, it is phenomenal. And so it's a fight one-on-one, Jack the Ripper, the guys, like everybody pulled through, and like the fights are really beautiful. It doesn't have a lot of chapters. It has like about 80, I would like to say 80 to 90 chapters. It's really good though. Yeah, but yeah, that's been the video. Let us know if you have any recommendations for me to read. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thumbs out.